one.
Hi, my name is Janet Brennan, and I'm an iridologist, nutritionist. And I have studied iridology, which is a diagnosis of the iris of the eye to tell all the conditions of the tissues in the body. And it's so fascinating because people have come to me where they went to all different doctors and they can't find what's wrong with them. And in one look of studying the map of the eye is a map, which proves to me there is a God, because who could make a map like this? It's absolutely accurate, and it is a very, very valuable tool for diagnosis. And this tape is being sponsored by Madison Avenue Smiles. Dr. Malik is sponsoring these little sessions so I could go ahead and show you a lot about the study of iridology and how you can look in your own eyes and see a lot. Every single mark in the eye has a meaning. And here's a chart where the top part of the iris is the top of your body and the lower part is the lower part of your body. And by looking at every little marking and learning what each marking means, you can actually see where the tissues are inflamed or the real condition of the body for many, many things. And if you were born strong, if you were born weak, where your weakest area of your body is. You know you're only as strong as the weakest part of your body. So if you know ahead of time, then you know to baby and take care of that part of your body. I worked with doctors who worked in the heart department of the hospitals, and I showed them how they could tell that the heart is at 3 o'clock on the left side, deep inside the eye, and the condition of the heart is always revealed through, right in the eye. And they said it's so amazing that they saw that all the heart patients had very similar problems right by the eye. And recently, I did diagnose someone who told him to go to the hospital that day or the next day, and he had a triple bypass immediately. We caught a problem just because it shows in the eye. I think that's what nature intended. Look in your eye. See if you see anything strange. Of course, it's easier to see light eyes. So every marking, like the white in the eye, is something that's called inflammation. And the little dots, that's a lymph condition. And dark markings show that the tissue is degenerative, which means this area and this area would be a problem in the person's body. Also, if the fibers are very tight, let's say in the brain area, it means they have a very strong brain. And if they're tighter in the lower part, it means they're more physical. You could see the intelligence of a person or the structure of the brain right in the eye. So the best part of why we like to do iridology is because it's a prevention. When you see a weak area, you know to take care of it, and you'll understand why you're having symptoms. Because we treat people with natural medicines, natural herbs, and it's all cheap, we don't recommend medicine. So it's not the most popular study in the United States, but in all over Europe, it's common. So it's a very valuable thing. And the middle of the eye, right in the middle, around the eye, is the condition of the stomach. All these people that have stomach troubles, it shows exactly why they have trouble. It will show if there's an ulcer. It shows if there's back trouble. And throat trouble, problems from your teeth always show up in the eye if the tooth has caused a problem. A lot of times a person might have eye problems just because the tooth is bad, or they may have headaches. Well, it will show that it's a tooth, and it will show which tooth. So it's quite an interesting study. It's done so that people can. I think nature did it to show that you can diagnose and see what's wrong with yourself and know your stress levels. It's pretty complete, and it's an absolute science. I was taught by Dr. Bernard Jensen, who got a lot of prizes and was the best known person for bringing iridology to the United States. If you get a chance to get an iridology diagnosis, it's pretty thorough. And there's a whole book, a workbook, that will break down every condition of the body and what stages, from acute to chronic. And any illness, even if it's the worst degenerative, can be reversed. As anybody that is very, very sick can reverse themselves and get better. The same way you get worse, you can get better. So iridology is one of my greatest joys. I've helped many people, and I'm very proud to try to share it. I'll try to give more talks about it and more details from different cases for people who want to learn more about it. And my name is Janet Brennan, and I'm right here in Brooklyn, New York. And this is the latest iridology chart.